Today, we're discussing 5 likely changes to Social Security. I frequently receive questions from current and future beneficiaries asking about these changes and how they'll impact monthly benefits. We'll explore the details and what it means for your money and lifestyle. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel by hitting the button below. I'm here to help, providing daily updates, research, and advocacy. Let's dive in. I want to help you maximize your income from Social Security and beyond. I understand many are struggling financially, and I'm dedicated to supporting you. Please subscribe to and share this video if you find it helpful. Remember, Social Security will be changing, and if it doesn't, benefits will be cut by 23 to 25% in about 9 years. Change can be scary, but in this case, it's necessary to avoid a worse outcome. I'm here to help, not to alarm you, and I appreciate your support. I want to give you a realistic view of the situation without scaring you. The Board of Trustees' annual report highlights the same issues. These 5 probable changes to Social Security are likely to happen, but I emphasize that they haven't been implemented yet. In my honest opinion, based on research, we'll likely see 1 or 2 of these changes, possibly more. These are the most probable changes, but not all may happen. These are the most probable changes coming into Social Security. Okay, let me buzz through the details of each of these, and I'm going to hit on each of these one at a time here and explain what they actually mean. Okay, now they're pretty self-explanatory, but I will explain them really briefly. All right, number 1, raising the floor retirement age. I 100% think this will be happening, okay, when I don't know how much. That's a good question. Okay, right now the full retirement age is a maximum of 67 years old. That is what it's been. Okay, that's just what it is right now. Okay, there are proposals out there right now to raise it up to either 68, 69, or 70. Okay, they're talking about all of these different ages. I anticipate they're going to raise the full retirement age either up to 69 or 70. Okay, that's just my anticipation, and I do think this will happen at some point within the next few years. Okay, I have other dedicated videos here on the channel talking about this. If you're currently receiving benefits, this will not have any impact on you. If you were born sometime after 1960, it may impact you a little bit. The further out that you were born after 1960, okay? So if that kind of makes sense, so basically if you're born, say like 1965, 1970, 1975, basically the younger that you are, the more this will impact you. Okay, so that's just point number 1 there. Okay, that's number 1, raising the full retirement age, and I do believe that that will have, that'll definitely be happening. Okay, that is one thing that I do think 100% very high certainty will likely be happening at some point, probably in the next few years. I'm not sure when, but at some point. Okay, all right. So that's number 1. Number 2, raising taxes on higher income people. Okay, now right now, the maximum amount of income that is taxed by Social Security is $168,600. I would not be shocked one bit if they raise this cap. Now here's the thing. They do raise this cap adjusted to inflation every year, okay? So this does go up every single year. However, I would not be shocked if they raise this cap substantially at some point rather than the little, 5, 6, 9% raises that they've been increasing each and every year. I would not be shocked if they raised this thing by $100,000, $150,000, $200,000, or maybe raise it up to $400,000. I would not be shocked if it had a huge jump at some point, and that's mostly going to impact those higher income people as well. Okay, so that is number 2. Raising taxes on higher income people. Number 3 is raising taxes on everybody. Okay, now this is different than point number 2. Let me explain right now on payroll taxes. Social Security taxes are 6.2% paid by the employee. 6.2% is paid by the employer for a total of 12.4%, which is paid out of basically the earnings, again split down the middle between the employee and employer. 12.4% total. I would not be shocked one bit to see this increase by a few percentage points. I wouldn't be shocked if they raised it by 1 full percentage point or, 2 or 3, something like this. I would not be shocked to see this. 12.4% raised up to maybe 13.4%, maybe 14.4%, 15%, something like this, and split down the middle again, where the employee pays half and the employer pays the other half. Okay, that's how it's currently set up right now. Unless you're self-employed, then you get the luxury of paying all of it. Okay, if you're self-employed, you know what I'm talking about, right? But anyway, I would not be shocked yet again to see them raise that on everybody. Okay, this would be a tax raise on everybody. Basically, everybody that has an earned income, whether it's self-employed or, a W-2 where you're going out working, at a job 9 to 5, something like that, whatever it happens to be, this is where this would go into effect as well, because that would generate a lot of extra cash. Okay, yes, raising taxes on higher income people would also generate money. But to be real with you, there's not that many people that earn income over the current cap right now of $168,600. That's the current cap right now in 2024. As I filmed this video, there's people that make income over that, don't get me wrong. But the percentage of people that earn income over that is very small, considering, compared to raising taxes as far as the total 12.4%, if they raised that, they would generate significantly more money because it'd be taxation on everybody versus taxation on a small percentage of people. Is that going to make sense? Right? So anyway, that is point number 3. Now number 4 is capping benefits. Okay, now this is something we've seen a number of lawmakers talking about. And there's a number of proposals that are out there right now to cap off benefits. Okay, every year benefits increase because of Coca-Cola. Even the highest income beneficiaries who receive well over $4,000 a month right now, which, by the way, the maximum benefit somebody can get right now is over $4. I wouldn't be surprised if lawmakers cap the maximum Social Security benefit to control costs. With a 1% COLA increase, a $600 monthly beneficiary would get a $6 raise, while a $4,800 beneficiary would get $48 extra. Capping benefits for high-income recipients could help reduce unnecessary spending. It's a move that might have been wise a long time ago, as those receiving over $4,800 monthly may not need additional increases. Reducing checks for higher-income beneficiaries is another potential change. While similar to capping benefits, this proposal aims to decrease benefits for those with higher incomes, potentially above $3,500 monthly. Lawmakers argue that these individuals often have multiple income sources in retirement and don't need increased benefits. The goal is to redirect funds to lower-income beneficiaries or the trust fund. This change would impact many and spark debate on what constitutes a high-income beneficiary. These 5 potential changes to Social Security are, in my opinion, the most likely to happen. They include increasing the full retirement age, means testing, capping benefits, reducing COLA, and reducing checks for higher-income beneficiaries. If I had to narrow it down to 2, I'd say raising taxes and increasing the full retirement age are the most probable. Keep in mind that these are just possibilities and actual changes may differ. I'll continue to keep you updated on any developments. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and share this video with your friends on social media.